Okay, quick question. How many cars will you wait behind at a drive-through? Okay, so I was before my podcast today. I was actually going to Taco Bell because I was really craving some nacho fries, and there were approximately two cars in front of me at the drive-through. How many cars would you wait behind? For me, my max is actually two. There was three cars. I would have just not done it. I don't like waiting at a drive-through at all. My biggest pet peeve entirely. When McDonald's is usually pretty quick at a drive-through, I actually don't even go if there's like four cars. It's just there's too many cars. Now Subway, there has to be no cars in front of me because that takes forever if you go through a drive-through. But honestly, like I'm just so impatient that I just can't wait in a line with the cars. It's just not in person. Yeah, I can wait behind like 6, 7 people. No big deal. But if they're in the drive-through, hell no.
You're now listening to Kadrae all day.
Hey, I'm live right now. It's your boy Kadrae. My name is like Padre, but with a K. I say that because it's funny and I like it. 100% me, full throttle, no hold back of me being Kadrae.
Get your daily dose and leave you comatose. It's Kadrae all day, and he cares the most. He doesn't have to boast. He has the dopest show, and he is the host. So go and share the post. This is on the web, don't need the radio. Open your ears and wiggle your toes. He's got the facts and I got the flow. So count the stacks and just let it grow.
So today I'm going to start off by wanting to give recognition to a friend of mine that passed away. Her name was Alexis Athena Wyatt, and Lexi or Alexis is how you would address her. And she passed away on Monday due to a car accident, and one of the brightest souls I've ever come across in my entire life. I know a lot of people say, man, they were just so awesome. They're so full of energy when people pass away, but that is the exact description of what you would give her when she was alive. She was so full of energy, so bright. Her smile lit up every single room she walked in. Every time you talked to her, it was direct eye contact. She was so short, but she always looked you right in the eyes with a smile every time. She was one of the brightest souls I ever met in Hayes. One of my favorite people, actually. Throughout my entire journey since graduating, she has always been supporting me, liking my posts, commenting, letting me know she's really proud of me, that she likes what I'm doing, always engaging, and she passed away. And it's proving that time, that life happens so quickly. And what's beautiful about this is like reading her story. So my friend Ainsley, one of her best friends, posted, not only was Alexis Athena Wyatt in honors college, but she was also the president of the Delta Zeta sorority, on the publications committee for Honor Society, a volunteer for Tiger Pals, and a tutor at the Writing Center. She was even the nominee for Homecoming Queen. I'm sure there are other roles I'm forgetting because that's just how influential Alexis was on our campus. And even with all her responsibilities, she still made time to make everyone she interacted with feel listened to, valued, and welcome. And that's the truest thing about her. She was so perfect, and it's hard to hear that someone that's so amazing had to go so soon. And she left a fiance. She was about to start becoming a teacher. There's so many things. Her life was, there's so much more that she was destined to do, and so many more people she was supposed to touch, and just it's heartbreaking to see that happened. A GoFundMe was started for her, and the goal was to raise $7,000 for the family for funeral fees. It's already at $11,180. That's how influential she was. People from all over are donating because she was just perfect. And I'm looking at her photo right now, and I already miss her. Like, we weren't even the best of friends. We were really good friends. She was always supporting me, but it's just insane to think that like such a precious life was gone so soon. There will be a link in the description of the podcast for you to be able to go donate. If you can donate whatever you can, the family would very much appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Alexis would appreciate it. And to help them right now in their time of need. It's insane to think that this happened so suddenly, but it's also beautiful to see everyone coming together, and it shows how much of an impact she really had on everyone's life at such a young age. Thank you so much for that. Okay, now I'm going to transition to like a regular story time that I have for you guys. I know it's like really sad, but now it's like going to be kind of quirky, but it's also kind of like, because this just happened to me today. So weird transition, here we go. So I have a fun story time today. I was actually working at the restaurant. I'm recording this later tonight, which is why the podcast is going to be up streaming later on tonight. Sorry if you guys were looking for it earlier today. When I work during the daytime, it's next to impossible for me to really record a podcast for you and edit it all and distribute it everywhere. So yeah, I work at a restaurant, and we have a lot of older people. We sell pasta where I work at, and okay, so the beginning of this story is I was working with a big party table. I had 12 guests, 12 super checks, expensive entrees, and they each had something particular, and I had to deal with that. 12 tickets. They were nice people, don't get me wrong, but it was a lot to handle. And I'm like, okay, I got this. But while I was handling that table, I had two other tables being sat at the same time. And so while I was handling a big party, I was also handling two smaller tables, which is fine, no big deal. It's just I was rushing around back and forth. Then I get sat again in a different section, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I got this, no issue at all, Kadrae. You good. You can
do it.
And then while all these tables are officially closing out now, they're all ready to leave, and I'm having to get their desserts, make sure their tickets are okay, especially the big party table, make sure they have 12 different tickets, their to-go items, as well as their boxes. It's just a lot to do in a very short amount of time. I get sat with another table, and this is the problem table that I had an issue with, and I'm like, okay, it's no big deal. But I should not be sat right now when all my other coworkers are really standing around doing nothing. But okay, whatever. Seat Kadrae. No big deal, Kadrae. No big deal at all. And yeah, so it took me a second to get to this table just to take the drink order, because I was running around back and forth trying to make sure my tables were okay. It's okay to leave, but I was still having to do stuff. But I got the drink order, and then I got the regular order. And what he ordered was the unlimited soup and salad, as well as his daughter. He gave her a kid's meal, and I took it upon myself to just run it out right away and bring it in so that they had it made as soon as possible, or they can start eating right away. And I should have asked if he was on time constraint, because he was, but he got all his food and they got all their drinks in a good amount of time. The issue was he had the unlimited soup and salad, and I was not able to get back to him for 15 minutes, because handling that big party table along with handling the other 3 tables I had, it was asinining to try to juggle. It was next to impossible to juggle, because there was just so much going on that I dropped the ball on that. I should have asked for help, and I should have told them that I couldn't take the table and asked someone else to take it for me. Those are things that I should have done in that moment. I felt really bad because this person was apparently on time constraint, and they got their drinks, they got their food. He just didn't get the unlimited soup and salad. So he finished his first soup, he finished his first salad, and he was just sitting there. His daughter was eating just fine. They didn't have an appetizer they munched on, but yeah, he was sitting there for 15 minutes without me coming back, and I felt awful. But the way he complained is the issue I have. Whenever there's a situation at a restaurant, throwing a fit is not how you do it. You're a grown man in front of a child. I don't care what's going on in your life. Grow the fuck up and stop throwing a tantrum. Don't throw tantrums. You're paying for something. If you don't want to pay for it, say, I don't want to pay for something I didn't get. Okay, great. Awesome. My managers took care of you. The first thing they did was they got you your food, and they got you your other salad, they got you your more soup, they got you more bread, they took care of you. They even took it off so you can have it for free. But why were you still angry and mad and throwing a fit? But because I went to go apologize to him. Look, I'm so sorry, I've been swamped with a big table.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
He basically said, you're good, go away.
You suck.
I was like, oh, okay, I'm going away now. And then when he was ready to pay, my manager brings him the check to pay. My manager takes care of all that. And I didn't have to go back to him at all. I went back to go grab the money because he put money on the ticket, and he put a $10 bill on a $7 ticket. I was like, okay, I'm going to go get change. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. I'm like, oh, okay. But he didn't want me to touch the money. I'm like, it's still mine. Like, I'm supposed to get you change. Like, I'm supposed to take it. He said, no, don't worry about it. And then he takes it and leaves. And I'm like, where did he go? And turns out he went to the front and handed it to the manager, and he says, read the ticket, because he wrote something on the ticket. And my manager read it, and the guy's like, did you read it? And my manager's like, yes, I did read it. Turns out he wrote down, the tip is for the hostess who opened the door for me.
Let me go
and see if there's some help out there, some professional help. You need professional help. Hang on. Dr. Phil! Oh, bro, somebody help!
Honestly, guys, I hate the fact that I even vented about this because it's so unnecessary for me to vent about it. But it kind of sucks because somebody was just really mad at you so much that they were mad at their life that they decided to take a lot out on you. And it's just like, why, bro? Come on. Okay, that ends today's episode of A Daily Dose of Kadrae. That was episode 10. Holy cow, this is happening, guys. 10 episodes in. Let's get to 100. I'm going to celebrate big for my big 100. I might do that show live in person. I hope to God I get to do that. Or I'm going to try to do that one at 50. That one would be a lot of fun too, but we'll see what happens. I'm really just excited things are going with this podcast. They're actually moving forward. I'm actually doing it, and that just makes me a lot happier. I have some content coming up for dictionary.com that I'm really excited to do again. It's about I'm about to describe my favorite winter words. So not cold words, but like winter words. So one of the words is crystalline, and the other word is crap, I forgot it, but I'm doing it. I'm really excited. Yeah. And so thank you guys so much. Once again, follow me on all my socials. You have me on Twitter, DJ Kadrae, Instagram, DJ Kadrae. That's Krae, Krae. TikTok, DJ Kadrae. Snapchat, Dr. Cray. If you want to get my snaps, I promise they are PG. I don't send those type of snaps, especially none of the naughty kind. I don't do that unless you ask. I'm kidding. No, I really don't do that. Don't ask me. Yeah, I love you. Stay awesome. And don't forget, in my description below, there's a way for you to donate to Alexis Athena Wyatt's GoFundMe if you can, please. Anything and everything you can give, it would be awesome. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting my podcast. Episode 10, baby. Let's go to episode 11 tomorrow. I'm going to make that one a lot of fun. I'll see you around. Peace out.
Get your daily dose and leave you comatose. It's Kadrae all day, and he cares the most. He doesn't have to boast. He has the dopest show,